My name is Fentuo Tahiru. I'm from Ghana. Very nice to meet you. You were saying something about being from Ghana.
Yeah, I actually checked my ancestry, and on my mother's side, my ancestry is from Ghana. So, I've been to Africa many times, and I just feel a real synergy with the mother country.
When are you coming out to Ghana then?
I don't know. You know what? I go everywhere people invite me. So
I'm going to invite you.
I'm definitely. You invite me, I'll come. Absolutely, absolutely.
I'll definitely invite you. So far, what have you made of the championship? I mean, you've been to many competing, and you've been to many just watching and commentating. What do you make of this one so far after 6 days?
First of all, I just want to talk about Budapest. They've done a fabulous job. The facilities are excellent. It's very organized. The hotels are nice. I'm really just want to send out something to Budapest. If they want it again, they deserve it. And that's the first thing. The athletes have come. The track is fast. They've taken advantage of that. The performances have been good. So I'm really happy about the meet. And I don't go to these meets all the time. But now that I'm working with the University of Houston and I have athletes, I'm here more often. But I think the competition's tremendous. The sprints are great, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Let's talk about specific events now. First of all, that 100 meters. I just want to talk about the kid from the motherland, Latila Tibogo. The first time ever an African has finished in the podium in the 100 meters. How impressed are you about this kid?
Well, he's a great kid. I was able to meet and talk to him, and I think he's going to have a tremendous career. But I think the big thing is access. The African nations started with distance, and they have every single body, big, small, fast, slow, male, female, and that the continent of Africa is going to be able to dominate in every event. It's just going to take time, so it's just exciting to see that athletes from Botswana, or athletes from Africa, period, are running really well. And a few years ago, I went to Botswana, so it was really nice to see somewhere that I've been to, someone be successful.
And Noah's decision to double, I mean, a lot of people were very surprised about that because he's been very comfortable in the 200. I asked him a question in the press conference why he decided to do that, and he said he didn't want people asking questions about his legacy once he was done. Was that a bit of a surprise for you, the fact that he actually won that so easily, though there were so many questions about whether he could do it?
Yeah. Well, I think Noah's run it before. He's a sprinter, and so I think that we get caught up in like you're a 100 guy or a 200 guy. No, you're not. You're a sprinter, and so I felt that he ran the best technically all the way through. His start was consistent. And he ran the same race each time, and generally that's who wins. Once you get a rhythm in the first round, you keep that rhythm. So he ran phenomenal, and it was just great to see the United States sweet men and women. But more so than that, I'm not surprised. I'm just happy for him because he wants to do the boat, and now hopefully he can finish the 200 and the relay and see what happens in the relay.
Since you mentioned that 200, I gotta ask you, he's the defending champion, but there are other people running really well beside him. Knights in Bednarek. They completed a podium with him the last time around, but there's Tibogo this time as well. Mm-hmm. How do you think that's going to turn out? Well,
I think it's going to be a fast race. The weather's a little hot, so I think that we're getting down towards the end of the week, so that may have a factor into it, who can manage the heat the best. But I think it's going to be a fabulous finish, and I think I'm glad to see that in the 200 heats, they were able to back off just a little bit so they could save something for the final tomorrow night.
And Sha'Carri, is that finally the dawn of a new era, you think, because she beat an icon?
Yeah, well, I think the thing about it is that I'm really proud of her. It looks like when you come in at such a young age and you're put out in the front of the public and everyone has expectations, it's difficult, it's challenging. I remember when I was 19 and it was number one in the world. It's hard. So I'm really proud of her, the fact that she kept it together. She's matured in a great way as a person. Her race was consistent. And the thing is that what I liked the most, her interview was incredible. It was a beautiful interview. I think she's so professional here, and I'm just really proud of her, what she's doing.
You think she's
as
really
an athlete,
matured?
And also, she's mature. Yeah. We forget she was just a 19-year-old. She was a young lady. Now she's more of a mature person, and she's acting her age, and I'm really proud of her for that.
The other thing, you belong to a very exclusive club. You, Maurice Green, Usain Bolt, the only three athletes to ever defend the 100-meter title. What is it about that, because there was a lot of talk about that and whether or not, Fred was going to do it, because only three people have done it in history. He couldn't do it, and the three of you stand alone yet again?
Well, it's challenging. In our day, remember, we had to wait 4 years. So it was actually 3 in a row over an 8-year period. It's getting to the top and staying consistent. One of the things that I always did, I focused on what I could control. And that is being the absolute best athlete I could be. It was never about being number one. It was never about winning. It was about being the best. When I won the first time, it was 10:07. When I won the next time, it was 9:93. When I won the third time, it was 9:86. So I continually got better and stayed in front of the pack. And that's the thing. And so, I mean, I would have loved to have had it every other year like they do now. But the fact that I was able to do it at that period of time was just tremendous. And, you know, and I'm excited because if it wasn't for the people like Leroy Burrell, who was running fast, or Linford Christie, these athletes that are running so fast, and they made me run faster if I wanted to win. And, you know, the 986 would still be on the podium every single meet, you know, 30 years later. So I'm proud about that too.
Yeah. One last question about another African, Tahiru. There was a lot of talk about her. She's been very unfortunate. She's always there in the final, but she never wins when it matters. Shirley Fraser-Pryce actually said that if there was a way she could give up her medal for Tahiru, she would do it, just showing the incredible humanity that she has. But you've seen her run all these years, and you've seen her do so well throughout the season, and you've seen her fall short when it really matters the most. What is it?
Well, here's what I'll say. I'll give a great message to her because I love her. I've known her for years, and she's an incredible athlete, beautiful woman. Mike Powell is the world record holder, and he never won the Olympics. He went 4 times. So the thing is, sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so instead of saying, man, she never got the medal, just be proud how fast you've run. Your legacy is secured. And I think you'll get it before that time comes. But the bottom line, 3 or 4 of the greatest of all time are in the same time, and sometimes you get squeezed out.
That's a beautiful message. Thank you so much. It's always a